Before you pack your bags for Manila, let's break down what it truly costs Americans to live there today. Manila can be shockingly cheap or surprisingly expensive. It all depends on how you play it. With condo, oversupply, creating rare rental deals, some Americans are living comfortably here for far less than you'd expect. We're pulling back the curtain on Manila's true cost of living, breaking down rent in BGC, Makati, and surrounding areas, along with food, healthcare, utilities, transportation, and hidden fees most expats overlook, as highlighted by Budget Traveler, Wanderlust, and Coastal Living. Stick with us till the end. We'll give you the honest monthly figure a single American needs to live comfortably in the city. What if you could live in a buzzing Asian capital where your dollar stretches further than you imagine? Manila, the capital of the Philippines, is a city of contrast. Jeepneys rumbling past glass towers, street food sizzling beneath luxury condos. For Americans, one of its biggest advantages is simple. Nearly everyone speaks English. From negotiating rent to ordering coffee, there's no language barrier slowing you down. Add to that a huge expat presence. Retirees, remote workers, entrepreneurs, and you'll find built-in communities that make settling in surprisingly easy. Then there's geography. Within hours, you can swap city traffic for turquoise waters, with world-class islands and beaches just a short flight or ferry away. And thanks to the strong dollar advantage, everyday expenses, from dining out to hiring help, can feel refreshingly affordable. But here's what most people misunderstand about Manila. It's not automatically cheap. It rewards those who understand where to live, how to budget, and how to navigate its unique rhythm. Think Manila rent is sky high? It depends on where and how you look. Start in BGC, Bonifacio Global City, the modern, walkable district many Americans love. A clean one-bedroom runs about $700 to $1,200, while a two-bedroom ranges from $1,000 to $1,800. Head to Makati and prices soften, $600 to $1,000 for a one-bedroom, with older units even cheaper if you don't mind dated interiors. Move slightly outward to Mandaluyong, Pasay, or Quezon City, and rents drop fast, $350 to $700 for a one-bedroom and $500 to $900 for a two-bedroom. But here's where it gets interesting. Because of condo oversupply after the pandemic and many former Airbnb units converting to long-term leases, some owners are quietly renting two-bedroom units for $250 to $400 if you negotiate a 12-month contract. One realistic example, a negotiated Mandaluyong two-bedroom at $375 plus $80 association dues and $60 utilities, about $515 total monthly. In today's market, long-term lease leverage is real if you know how to ask. Stick around, we're just getting started. We'll next dig deep into how much are the other cost of living components in Manila. You might think food in Manila is dirt cheap, but your final bill tells the real story. At first, the numbers look friendly. Groceries typically run about $200 to $350 a month for a single person, especially if you shop local brands and fresh market produce. But imported goods, American cereals, cheeses, snacks, protein bars can cost double or triple what you pay back home. That's where budgets quietly expand. Eating out feels like a bargain. A local meal, think adobo, sinigang, or grilled chicken with rice, runs just $3 to $6. Craving something Western, burgers, pasta, or brunch plates usually land between $10 to $18. Go upscale for steak, seafood, or skyline views, and you're looking at $25 to $40 per person. Here's why many expats actually spend more on food than they expect. Imported brands add up fast, and convenient spending creeps in. Food delivery apps, coffee runs, weekend brunches. Manila gives you affordable options, but lifestyle choices determine whether your food budget stays lean or quietly doubles. The real surprise in Manila isn't the rent, it's the electric bill. Utilities start off harmless enough. Water is cheap, often just a small line item on your monthly statement. Fiber internet is widely available and reliable in major districts, running about $30 to $50 a month depending on speed. Mobile plans are also affordable, typically $10 to $20 for generous data packages that keep you connected all day. But electricity is where the story changes. With tropical heat and humidity year-round, most expats run air conditioning daily, especially at night. A light user might see $80 a month. Run the AC hard, work from home, or cool a larger unit. And that bill can climb to $150 or even $180. Air conditioning is the hidden budget killer. It's not obvious when you sign the lease, but it quietly becomes your biggest utility expense. In Manila, comfort is affordable until you decide you can't sleep without that cool, steady hum. Keep watching as we now talk about healthcare and transportation expenses. What if seeing a doctor didn't come with a 3-week wait and a shocking bill? In Manila, healthcare is one of the quiet advantages many Americans discover after they arrive. Private hospitals offer modern facilities and English-speaking staff with care comparable to St. Luke's level standards. Clean, efficient, and surprisingly accessible. Walk-in specialist appointments are common, and a typical doctor visit costs just $20 to $50 depending on the clinic and specialty. For those who want extra peace of mind, private insurance plans usually range from $80 to $200 per month, depending on age and coverage level. Many expats choose a local or international policy to cover major procedures while paying routine visits out of pocket because it's often affordable. This is where Manila quietly beats many US cities. Instead of delaying care over cost, people schedule checkups without hesitation. It's not free, but it feels predictable. And that sense of financial control over your health can be just as valuable as the treatment itself. The first time you open a ride-hailing app in Manila, you might think the price is a mistake. Grab rides here often cost a fraction of what you'd pay in the US, especially for short city trips. A quick ride across town can feel cheaper than parking back home. For daily commuting, many residents mix ride-hailing with the MRT and LRT train lines, which cut through major corridors and cost just pocket change per trip. They can get crowded during rush hour, but they move. Now here's the twist. Owning a car sounds convenient until you experience Manila traffic. Gridlock can stretch a 20-minute drive into an hour or more. Add fuel, insurance, maintenance, parking fees, and the mental toll of daily congestion, and the math changes quickly. You probably won't need a car, and you probably don't want one. Between affordable rides, trains, and walkable pockets like business districts, transportation in Manila becomes less about ownership and more about strategy. Make sure to watch all the way through. You won't believe what we found about the lifestyle budget tiers Manila offers. What does it actually cost to live well in Manila? At around $1,200 a month, life is bare bones, but doable. You're likely in a smaller unit outside BGC, eating mostly local food, watching your AC usage, and limiting travel to occasional nearby trips. It's simple, practical, and disciplined. Step up to $1,800 a month and the experience changes. This is the comfortable expat tier. A modern condo, regular AC use without fear of the electric bill, dining out once or twice a week, a gym membership, and a modest travel fund for weekend getaways. You're not splurging, but you're not stressing either. At $2,500 a month, you enter the luxury tier. Think BGC high-rise living. housekeeping help, frequent dining out, and spontaneous island trips when you need a reset. You don't need $3,000 to $4,000 a month to live well here. For many, comfort starts much lower, if you budget intentionally. What we reveal as the real number most Americans don't expect might just surprise you. So, what's the real number a single American needs to live comfortably in Manila in 2026? The sweet spot lands between $1,700 to $2,200 per month. Here's why. Thanks to post-pandemic condo oversupply, savvy renters can lock in long-term leases below market rates and actually negotiate. In neighborhoods outside the premium zones, you can find 2-bedroom units for under $400 a month if you commit to a year-long lease. This flexibility gives you more room to enjoy life without constantly worrying about bills. Manila isn't the cheapest city in Southeast Asia, but for English-speaking Americans, it might just be the best value. There's virtually no language barrier, modern private healthcare is accessible and affordable, and a big expat community makes settling in easy. Add in familiar cultural touchpoints, bustling urban life, and easy weekend escapes to nearby islands, and Manila starts to feel surprisingly homey. So, if you're planning a move or testing the waters, $1,700 to $2,200 a month gives you a comfortable lifestyle. Modern condo, AC, good food, transportation, healthcare, and even a little travel sprinkled in. It's affordable, but it doesn't feel like you're cutting corners. Would you rather spend $4,000 a month in a US city or live comfortably in Manila for half that? If Manila sounds like your kind of lifestyle, check out the links below and start planning your move today.